Hello. So, yeah, we're going to do creepy facts. I've been watching a lot of TikToks about scary facts you didn't know, but I actually did some research and found quite a few creepy facts that not many people actually know. They're not creepy. They're weird if you don't know about them, but they're not completely scary. So, some of them are quite creepy. Does anyone know what the smallest bone in your entire body is? I asked everyone in my family, minus my dad. My dad was doing something, but I asked my mom and May because Cam was at work. It is a bone in your ear. There's a little bone in your ear, which is the smallest bone in your whole body. But you didn't know that. But if you did, you did. Trying to think what other ones I had written down. All the papers are downstairs, and I just don't want to walk down and grab them. Earwax is not actually wax. It is sweat and dirt from your ears. So like when you get dirt or sweat inside your ears, it builds up. It's a buildup. Kind of like what causes acne in here, it can cause ear infections in here, which is why you're supposed to clean your ears. Babies and children have more taste buds than adults. Babies and children have, I think it's 2 times the amount of taste buds, according to what it says, and then they all develop into the amount you have as an adult, because your tongue grows, I guess, is what it was saying. Men and little boys are more likely to be colorblind than a woman or a little girl. You could get that trait from your dad, but it's like a 2% chance if your dad is colorblind. But if your mom is not colorblind, there's more of a chance you're not going to be colorblind. Some reason. That's just what studies have shown. Babies have 300 bones, and adults have 206. Some of the babies' bones, when they grow, go together. That's the way they grow. Does anyone know what REM is? It's involved with sleeping. It's rapid eye movement. It's when you're in your deepest form of sleep. I look green because of that lamp. Okay, wait 1 second. Yeah, we're going to turn the lamp off for a minute. But REM is the sweet spot of dreams. So with that, when you're sleeping, every 90 to 120 minutes is a dream. And that happens throughout the night. It happens every 90 to 120 minutes, which is an hour and a half to 2 hours apart. And most people dream in pictures. Some people don't dream like movement. 8% of people, I can't remember, have sleep paralysis. Sleep paralysis is where your body is completely paralyzed, but you're awake, but you can't move. You're paralyzed. That's what sleep paralysis is, and 8% of people having that. 2% being children. Children get more nightmares than adults. Nightmares in children can start as young as 3. And sometimes they grow out of it by 10, and sometimes children can have nightmares before the age of 3 if they have like some trauma. But that is a 2% chance that they will get nightmares before they are the age of 3. 3 is when your brain starts retaining everything and you get nightmares. That's when kids get nightmares, is at the age of 3. Sometimes they grow out of them by the time they're 10. Some of them last out until they're teens. And with that, women have more nightmares than men do. Women have more nightmares than men. Women have, oh my gosh. men, when they have nightmares between their teen adults together, if you add those together, women still have more nightmares than that. Most of your dreams are negative because your dreams usually portray what you're feeling within the day when you go to sleep. If you are less stressed and you're super happy when you go to bed, you're going to have great dreams. But if you go to bed stressed, and they say if you eat before bed, I eat before bed almost every night because it's how I am. I don't have nightmares. But a good percent of people, before they eat before they go to bed, they get nightmares. But if you're stressed, I can very well say that I've been stressed and had terrible dreams. If you go to bed stressed, you're going to have terrible dreams. 12% of the world dreams in black and white. I think I already said that. One specific fact I saw was blind people actually do dream, which makes sense. Everyone dreams. And everyone has between 4 to 6 dreams every night. You forget 95 to 99% of the dreams. And if your dream is outrageous and does not seem normal and is super strange, that's normal because part of your brain is shut off. So your brain is free to run wild. Anything you were thinking in the day can and will be in your bubble in your brain. So while you're sleeping, you think of thoughts and your brain is asleep, basically shut off, you're going to have weird dreams. When you're sleeping, you're paralyzed. It's your brain's way of telling you not to act out your dreams. But for a good percent of people, that's what causes sleepwalking, because your brain stays awake, but you're sleeping and you don't even know you're doing it. Trying to think what other facts there were. Bodies decompose faster in water, 4 times faster than they do on land. So if there's a dead body in the water, it's more likely to decompose quicker than if it was on land. Weird fact you probably didn't want to know, but now you do know because I know. Let's think. There were more. Oh, did I mention 8% of people have sleep paralysis? Oh, children are more likely to have reoccurring nightmares about animals or monsters, or kids confronting monsters / people that have upset them, or they have dreams of being chased, or they are falling or being thrown from something by someone. That's weird. A good chunk of adults will have dreams like that. And if when you're falling asleep and you jerk awake, like you think you fell and you haven't, that is your brain's way of saying you're going to sleep too fast. So if your brain tries to automatically jump into sleep, it kind of feels like you're falling, but it's not. Also, in the night when you feel your muscles move and it jumps you awake, they're called hypnotic jerks. It's when your muscles spaz out. Muscle spasms. That's what it's called. And that's normal. That happens to a large chunk of people. You're more likely to remember your dream on a weekend, just because that's when most people sleep in. But a good chunk of people during the weekend remember their dreams better because they sleep longer. Therefore, you have more time to remember your dreams because the REM state of your brain keeps going. And you dream more during the morning hours. So like 1 o'clock in the morning on until you wake up. That you're more likely to dream within those hours. That was interesting. There are a lot of things about dreams. Oh no, I'm gonna look them back up. Oh, scary facts that they don't suggest you read. Let's read them. because I feel like it. So yeah. Okay. There are over 250,000 deaths a year due to medical error. Fir trees can grow in human lungs. That's weird. There is a 1 in 3 chance police will never identify your killer if you're murdered in the US, which is true. Sadly, there have been a lot of unsolved mysteries and murders. If the sun exploded right now, you wouldn't know about it for another 8 minutes. 20% of children report hearing voices or having imaginary friends who are or have died many years ago. There are over 40 supervolcanoes around the world capable of claiming up to 1 billion lives. And we're about 24,000 years overdue for an eruption. I want to call baloney. There is a brain-eating amoeba that lives in the lakes and rivers of the southern United States. Sudden Ethemic death syndrome is a syndrome or condition where someone seemingly healthy dies suddenly with no apparent reasoning. Over 80 million bacteria can be exchanged in one kiss. Yes. There's only one bug you need to worry about in the world, and that is Japanese giant hornets. They have a bite that can leave craters in your skin or even cause death. About 1 in 50 people in the United States currently have a brain aneurysm, and that just hasn't ruptured. That is sad. Sad. And a brain aneurysm ruptures about once every 18 minutes. There's over 200 dead bodies on Mount Everest, and most hikers will use those as checkpoints. Horned toads can squirt blood out of their eyes. They use that as a self-defense mechanism. And some moths drink human blood. That's why I don't like moths. When you die, your cat is most likely to want to eat you. Oh, do you know why dogs like squeaky toys? It mimics the screams of their prey while they're dying. But you didn't know that.
Who are you talking to?
Camera.
Oh.
What did you think I was talking to myself?
I don't know. I heard you talking, and everyone's downstairs except for Megan. So I was like, what the hell?
No, I told you I was doing it. I don't think I told you. You've only been home, 20 minutes? 45-ish. That I don't think that's true. I think it was more than that. Okay. But you shed skin. Everyone knows that. But this says 40 pounds in your lifetime. Somewhere else I read said 200. I'm not quite sure how much you shed, but we're like snakes. We shed. It's dead skin, though. Okay, and this last one is the dead outnumber the living 15-1. Well, that's kind of true. The fact is, a human dies every 11 minutes. Or is it 11 seconds? I have no idea. Someone's born every 11 seconds, I think it is, and someone dies every 11 minutes. Yeah, May told me that. But we're a world filled with everyone of many different ages and some people with illnesses, and it just that who sits there and records that? Sad, but true. Informational nonetheless. I literally looked up so many and I mentioned all of them within 16 minutes. So yeah, that's what I had. And I'll come back and we'll do a different video. So I'll see you guys in a minute.